If you're weighing whether to buy or rent in Fountain Valley, California, you're not alone, and you're actually asking the right question, because this Orange County city sits at the intersection of suburban livability and higher real estate prices, making the buy versus rent decision probably one of the hardest ones almost anywhere in Southern California. This guide's going to lay out the dramatic real numbers, the trade-offs, and a clear framework so that you can make the decision that's right for you and your family. Now, Fountain Valley is one of Orange County's most desirable cities, known for its top-rated schools, proximity to the beach, family-friendly neighborhoods, and access to major employment corridors in LA and Irvine. And that desirability actually shows up directly inside the data. As of early 2026, the median home sale price in Fountain Valley sits at approximately $1.5 million, which is up 3.5% compared to last year. And one thing we also look at is Zillow's home value index. It's just a rough indicator, but it pegs that the average home price is $1,198,644. And that reflects a 1.9% year-over-year increase, depending on the property type and the timing. Now, buyers can expect prices ranging in the mid 1.1 range for condos and townhomes and well over 1.8 million for single family homes. Now, the market still remains competitive, scoring an 86 out of 100 on Redfin's Compete score, with many homes still selling at or above asking price. Now, on the renter side, the average apartment rent in Fountain Valley is $2,560 per month, a slight 1.25% decrease from the year before. And a one-bedroom or a studio is as low as $2,340 per month for roughly 715 square feet, while two-bedroom apartments can start out around $2,802 for a little bit less than 1,000 square feet, and about 48% of all rental units in the city fall between the $2,500 to $3,000 per month range. Now, one really interesting fact is that Fountain Valley does have a lot of homes that are owned. The ownership split is 66% of households are actually owner-occupied, which 34% are renter-occupied between apartments, condos, townhomes, and single-family homes, meaning 2 out of every 3 housing units in this city are owned and not leased. And it's a belief that owners do tend to take care of homes a little bit better and, love the neighborhood a little bit more and take better care. Now, that's controversial, but it is a very popular suburban community with some commercial areas that have apartments. And that's a meaningful higher homeownership rate than many California cities and reflects a deeply focused and entrenched appeal of putting roots down in the city. So single-family detached homes make up 67.5% of all housing units in Fountain Valley. The remainder consists of apartment complex, attached row homes like condos, and smaller multifamily as well for a small percentage of there. For renters, the inventory of standalone homes is pretty limited, and most of what's available is in apartment form, which is an important quality of life consideration for families that are comparing options. Now, let's run the numbers honestly. If you're purchasing a home at Fountain Valley's median price of $1.2 million, I'm going to use Zillow's number and not the median price here. And when we look at this, that's a down payment of $240,000, a loan amount of $960,000, and a 30-year fixed rate as of March 30th is approximately 6.375%. And when we look at this, the estimated monthly mortgage payment, just the mortgage before everything else, is between $5,990 to $6,390, because I did put a little bit of a range of 6.375 to 7%. Add the property taxes, around 1.1% in Orange County, and that's about $1,100 a month. Add homeowners insurance, which is a little bit more of a challenge these days, and that's going to be right around $135 per month. Adding the HOA fees, if there is, you're only really going to see that on newer construction, so I'm going to drop that out of there. But when I look at this, the total estimated monthly cost to own is between $7,200 to around $8,100 per month. For buyers who can't put 20% down, the costs are going to climb further. And as a result of private mortgage insurance to protect the lender, in this case, that the buyer does default on the mortgage payments. So for renters, the monthly outlay is a little bit more straightforward. 1 bedroom, $2,340. 2 bedroom, let's say $2,802. Single family rental is going to be between $4,000 and $5,000 a month for those that can't afford to buy yet, but want the school district. Renter's insurance is going to run around $15 to $50 a month, depending on what you cover. So let's assume, when we look at these two different ones, so that monthly cost is probably between $2,800 to like $2,900. So that's a monthly gap of between $4,400 and $5,300 per month. And that's sizable. So despite the high monthly costs, does it make sense to buy in Fountain Valley? Well, Fountain Valley historically has carried real long-term financial advantages that renters just can't access. Because when it comes to equity building, every mortgage payment chips away at that principal balance. Over a 30-year loan on a $960,000 balance at 6.5%, they own and will build tens of thousands of dollars of equity in just the first few years. And that's something that the renters will never accumulate. So that appreciation. So Fountain Valley, the prices have consistently risen. Over the past year alone, the median price went up, by 3.5%. And that could be somewhere between $42,000 to $52,000 in paper gains at least. And that's only on a $1.2 to $1.5 million home. Now, long-term appreciation in this market has been powerful, with values up 14.3% year over year, as recently as 2024. Now, the market's not always going to be that strong, but the other benefits are really tax advantages. Homeowners can deduct the mortgage interest depending on their tax bracket, and also the property taxes. And to lock in a rate and to lock in a fixed monthly payment, now there's something about that can't really be quantified. It gives you that peace of mind because it is a much larger number, but you have a lot more confidence in what that looks like. Now, renting in Fountain Valley isn't giving up, and in some situations, it's actually a smart financial move. You have basically flexibility for your payments. And that $240,000 that you need for a 20% down payment, it's capital that could instead be invested in diversified assets. Obviously historically, a well-invested portfolio can generate a 7 to 10% annualized return, potentially outpacing the real estate appreciation in some years, definitely versus 2025. You also have a lower monthly burn rate because renting a 2-bedroom apartment or around $2,800 versus owning at $7,500 plus, that frees up over $4,000 a month. And you don't have any maintenance liability. A broken heater or air conditioner, roof leak, plumbing issues, or electrical issues, it's kind of a landlord's problem. And flexibility, that's really what I see there. If your job, family situation, or lifestyle changes, it allows you to move without the friction and transaction cost of selling a home. Buying and selling within 5 years often results in a net loss. Obviously we had COVID years where everything went up, but we have to look at what the future looks like, and we don't know. Market timing optionality. With mortgage rates around 6.375 to 7% and home prices near all-time highs, some buyers are choosing to rent while watching the market. And if the rates decline meaningfully, purchasing power does increase substantially. Now, a critical concept in the buy versus rent decision is really the break-even point, the number of years it takes for buying to financially outperform renting. And after accounting for all costs and opportunity costs, in markets like Fountain Valley, where home prices are high and monthly ownership costs are significant, the break-even, and this is historically, is somewhere between 7 to 10 years. And that's what we tell most buyers. If you're planning to stay less than 5 years, renting is almost certainly the better financial move because a home is somewhere that you live and not just an investment all the time. If you're thinking at least 7 to 10 years, buying becomes increasingly compelling as the equity accumulates and appreciation compounds. Now, if you're planning to stay permanently, buying is likely a right long-term call for financial stability. Now, the ownership data does tell us that Fountain Valley households, 66% own their home, and that 36% do not. So what the ownership data tells us is that the fact is that 66% of Fountain Valley households own their home, and 36% of them hold their properties free and clear with no mortgage. And that suggests that long-term residents who got in earlier have been richly rewarded. Many of these owners purchased at a fraction of today's prices, and it's good to note that. For new entrants into the market, the math is harder. But Fountain Valley's strategic characteristics with limited land, top schools, and strong community, and the proximity to the beach and employment, that demand will remain durable, supporting continued price stability and modest appreciation over time. Now, really the bottom line is that should you buy or should you rent? There's no universal answer because everyone's situation is different. But rent if you're new to the area, unsure of your long-term plans, don't have the down payment saved, or want to preserve cash flow for other financial priorities. Renting a $2,800 a month for a 2-bedroom apartment gives you access to a great city without a 7-figure commitment. But if your plan is to go ahead and plant roots for the next 7 to 10 years, have the down payment and reserves in place, and want to build long-term equity in one of Orange County's most stable and desirable real estate markets, at current appreciation rates, buying a home in Fountain Valley is still one of the proven long-term wealth building strategies available. And the numbers just don't lie. But again, they don't tell the whole story. Your personal timeline, your financial picture, and your lifestyle priorities matter just as much as the market data. Use this information as a foundation, talk to a local mortgage professional and real estate agent, and make the decision that aligns with where you actually want to be in 10 years. So in a nutshell, are there absolutely some really great benefits to ownership? Yes. Are there some downsides? Mainly the cost. And obviously, does it make more sense to rent? I would say yes for some people. And we've had a number of people move from out of state and they love the Huntington Beach lifestyle, but they just want something a little bit more quiet. And Fountain Valley has been that home for them. Now, if you have any questions about the market, feel free to drop a comment or send me a message, because we love hearing from people that call Fountain Valley home and people that, have really different views on things. So thanks for watching. Again, I'm Alex. And if you have any questions, let me know how I can be a resource.